feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding from the words I spit. So sharp, so freezing, so cold. Behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste and my mind starts feeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. Got lust for change, I just love the feeling. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. And I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. Cause I'ma live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon.
What's going on, FM fam? How's everybody's Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday. Man, I was about to say Friday. Nah, it ain't Friday yet. Can I get a mic check, please? Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check. How we doing? Hopefully everything's good. Like I said, mic check loud and clear. Appreciate you, Supra. Always coming in clutch with that. Anyways, we're gonna talk about this whole. I don't know. I'm on this EV vehicle bullshit, man. So cost for charging an electric vehicle versus gas, petrol, diesel, whatever you want to call it. Them fossil fuels. Is it cheaper? Is it more cost efficient? Depends. Okay, are we doing long distance? We charging at home? What are we doing? Of course, you know, EV vehicles don't have the same range that uh ICE engines do. So we're gonna do this a little different. I found an article that I stole the title off of and stole a little thumbnail off of and everything like that. Yeah, it caught my eye. So they're talking about how much they're comparing to a Chevy Volt versus a 4-cylinder engine. Um they break it down to like 100-mile ish, how much it would cost to charge at home to go 100 miles, how much it would cost fuel to go 100 miles, uh the price per gallon or per kilowatt. Now they're saying that it takes 1 kilowatt to go about 2 miles. So y'all know it, electric companies charge by kilowatt, right? So we're gonna get a little bit into detail on that. Let me see, share screen. Let's share this. And then I'm gonna have to blow this up that way we can both read it because this is on my smaller screen. So I'm gonna zoom it in. All right, so let's see. Few people know what a kilowatt hour costs them, so they don't realize how cheap EV home charging is versus gasoline. On the road, it's more complicated. We help you sort it out. So as y'all can see, y'all see the Tesla charging station. It's got an ugly Tesla right there. Calculating cost of charging an electric vehicle at home and on the road can be complicated. 4 out of 5 new car bar for overnight. The cost per mile is virtually always cheaper than the cost of gasoline for a similar vehicle. Now, here's another issue. It's a little more complicated for people who live in an apartment. Okay, are they going to have charging stations set up at apartments or not? Are you gonna have to pay extra to use those? Probably. Let me see what else for DC charging. Okay, for DC fast charging, which a driver will likely want to use on road trips that are longer than EV's range. Price varies, but are often roughly in line. Look at that. Roughly in line with gasoline prices. So is it really cheaper to go EV versus gasoline? I'll let y'all make that decision. Let's see. It would cost as little as $9. Okay, wait. The price of full charge can vary considerably. Let's see. It could cost as little as $9 or as much as $40, depending whether you're at home at a far more expensive level or at a far more expensive level 3 fast charging. So looking at, from charging up to a full charge at home could be about $9 per charge. How many times are you charging at home? Are you charging 2 times a week? 3 times a week? It all varies on the range. How much you're using the heater, how much you're using, well, the heater's not gonna take up fuel. It's not gonna or fuel. It's not gonna take up as much electricity as an AC compressor. AC compressor is gonna use the high voltage system, and so it's gonna kill your battery a little quicker. So that might go up a little bit. Because we're talking as little as. So if you're driving 50 miles a day, 5 days a week, that's what, 250 miles? Are you getting 250? Are you getting 200? So you might be charging anywhere from 2 to 3 times a week. So let's go on the high end, okay? High end for people who live far. You're looking at $27 to $30 roughly a week. Could be paying that in fuel if you have a fuel efficient vehicle, which kind of goes in line with this. Or let me see, let me gather my thoughts again. Yeah. So a week, $27 to $30 a week, right? Add that onto your electric bill. 30 times 4. We're going to go 4 weeks. $120. You could be paying just as much with fuel, a gasoline, as you would EV. Now, here's a topic I want to talk about. I talked about the electricity at home. I wrote down some notes. So have y'all ever looked at y'all's bill, y'all's electricity bill? So they charge like on a grid. So for the first, I don't know, 100 kilowatts, they charge 19 cents. The next 250 kilowatts, it goes up to 23 cents. And then the next 100 kilowatts, it goes up to 30 cents. So it goes up the more you use. So if you're adding all this, you're just consuming more electricity at your home to charge your vehicle, your scale is going to go up. So you might end up paying more in electricity. Now remember, this is as little as $9. So we can get up there to about $40 a week in extra electricity that we're using. And this is going to be for everybody. So just imagine how much electricity we're going to need to be able to provide to neighborhoods and stuff. Let me see. To look at where's let's see, where am I going? Calculating real cost. Let me see. 1 kilowatt can move an EV 2 or 3 miles. EV drivers can often benefit from reduced rates from their electric utility that encourage charging when demand is lowest from 11 to 6 a.m. So, I know heat. I think this has to do with the heat factor. And then I don't know if y'all know this, but I know on Nissans we use the AC system when we're fast charging to keep the battery cool. When the Leaf first came out, they said do not use fast charging so often, right? Use it as little as possible because the heat's going to kill the battery. Well, now we have EV, what's it called? A battery chiller. So we use the AC compressor running while you're charging, consuming more electricity, right? Let's start with cost per 100 miles. So we looked at the cost of driving 100 miles in each EV. For home charging, we use EPA rated range determining a mix of local and highway use. We assume those are all highway miles and use our own highway range test. Let me see. Home charging was always cheaper for 100 miles than paying for gasoline in a comparable vehicle, as little as 1/4 of the price. On the other hand, DC fast charging used for road trips was generally pricier than gasoline, but very inefficient vehicles driven in places where gasoline is very expensive may still come out slightly ahead for highway charging. So we added 5% to, let me see. And then y'all know we got heavier EV vehicles. So like the Hummer, do you think the Hummer is really gonna do better? Um see today most EVs today cover the bulk of their miles using charging at home or work. So the weighted average gives EVs a decisive advantage, though this may not apply to apartment dwellers without the ability to install their own charging equipment. That is very true. So in Louisiana, for a Bolt EV, 100 miles of home charging is $2.81, and 100 miles of EV Go Fast charging is $11.82. 100 miles in a 33 mile per gallon small SUV would cost about $10. So therefore, if you're using fast charging, if you're not at an apartment, or I'm sorry, if you're at an apartment and you don't have a level 3 charger at home and you're constantly using the level 3 chargers and paying for them, you're paying more. You're paying more, $1.82 more, and that's per 100 miles. Um, and then they get into the cost of the vehicle. See, in the case of the Bolt, 100 miles is 33% of its EPA rated range of 259 of its. Okay, that percentage of its 63 kilowatt battery pack is 25.5 kilowatt. In Louisiana, the cost of 25.5 is $2.81 in electricity to drive 100 miles. When charge at home, compare, okay, price of gallon $3.36. It's about $10, meaning 100 miles in a fairly efficient comparable gasoline vehicle is almost 4 times as expensive as 100 miles. So if you're charging at home, that's a big benefit. During our 75 mile an hour real world highway range test, the Bolt went 220 miles. So that's a number we'll use. Okay, and then EPA. Okay, doing the same calculations, we need 30.1 kilowatt to cover 100 miles. GM partners with charging network EVgo, which charges $1 session fee. Oh, they charge a using fee. 36 cents per kilowatt, and it's pay as you go plan. That amount of electricity costs the driver $11.82, or nearly 20% more than gasoline. So in conclusion, home charging is much cheaper. Highway travel costs more per mile. So when are we going to be using these? Are we going to be using the EV vehicles for highway use? Or are we going to be using them? I mean, if you're in the city, you're going to be using highway a lot. But I think they're talking about long distance traveling. For me personally, an EV vehicle, I think, would be used, since I do live in a home. I would really just use a slow charger. I drive about 40 miles per day, so hopefully I'd be able to just, if it comes to that, if it ever comes to where I have to buy an EV vehicle, but I don't want to. Now, here's another thing that Chris JRS brought up: the traffic at these EV stations. Okay, y'all know, in the mornings, well, I know where I'm at. In the mornings, there's stupid traffic at the gas stations. In the evenings, when I get off of work, everybody's filling up and stuff like that. So stupid amounts of traffic there. 25 to 30 minutes to get a quick charge. That takes a long time. Okay. And, he compared it to Costco. Have y'all seen the lines at Costco? I have, when I drive by. It is crazy. So how long you're going to be sitting in line with your AC cranked up, using up your voltage. Not good. Okay. And then let me see. There's a couple more bullets. Let me see. Limiting how much you can charge. Are they going to put a limit on how much you can charge? Are they going to say, oh, you can only charge up to 50% or use so much, or you can only pay $10 at a time? Because they're going to be, as we know it, diesel generators powering these power stations. They're it's just a whole bunch of factors, guys. And oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to stop the screen. So this is just fuel for thought. This is actually, it's on Car and Driver. So if y'all want to check out that article, I can even post it for you. They do a comparison on Teslas. They do comparisons on Hummers, all sorts of other stuff. I'll send y'all the link after the stream so y'all can check it out for yourselves. But for now, we're gonna get into the chat. We got Supra calling out the members. We got Supra, we got Lakes, we got Bill Beckett. Hopefully, y'all are still up in here. Chris JRS, what's going on, Chris? Wrenching Mafia. Who else up in here? Who else? I don't want to miss nobody. Peter, I knew Peter was hiding in there somewhere. All right, let's go. Let's get into the chat. We in here early. Yeah, Supra, I was barely setting up and you was already in here, bro. What the hell? What's up, Lakes? Good evening, everyone. How's it going, Bill Beckett? TBSS, what's going on, Flo? How you doing, brother? Hello, FM fam. What's up, big dog? What's up with you, Lakes? Lakes called me junk earlier. Can y'all believe that? Lakes called me junk, man. I cannot believe it. Hey, Lakes. How are you doing, Bill? Finally made it to a live. Harold, appreciate you coming through, bro. Hopefully you enjoy it. We talk a lot on here. And then Fridays, I especially love the Fridays because we get into some good conversations. I don't know if you've ever seen, I pull on a couple people, pull in a panel, and we just get to chatting. And sometimes we stay on topic, sometimes we veer off, but it all makes for good conversations. Hey, everyone. M. Leisure, how's it going, M. Leisure? Doing well, thanks. Hi, Mr. Fluff. Frank, how's it going? What's up, everyone? I hope everyone is doing good. Doing good over here. Trans King and FMFam, how are y'all? Sorry, I can't join you guys. Not feeling well. Gonna sleep. Have a good life. Appreciate you, Chris. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you get better, bro. What up, FM family? What's going on, Wrenching? How you doing, bro? I see Wrenching climbing up there in subscribers. Oh, yeah. What's going on, Barry? Mic check loud and clear. Appreciate it. Fluffy. Check good. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Lakes. Hopefully it's not RSV here. Oh, that's going around again. Guys, remember in December I had caught that real bad. Oh man, I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. ¿Qué pasó, Fluffy? Dom, how's it going, Dom? Cheaper if you charge up only at work. Hey, I'm gonna use a dealership's level 3. How about that? You know what I'm talking about, Barry. I remember back in the day, Teslas had free supercharging. That's the only way I see EV being worth it. But we might not have a choice. And you saw what GM is doing, right? Charging $1 service fee. Oh man, imagine that's gonna be across the board. And then I don't know if y'all saw. It was maybe a month ago, almost a month ago. Texas and a few other states for using alternative fuel vehicles, they are charging a tax. So when you register your vehicle, it's going to be more expensive to register your EV vehicle, hybrid, or hydrogen vehicle because you're not using gasoline. Gasoline has tax built into it for construction and maintenance of roads and bridges and all that good stuff. Battery electric vehicles have mad torque at any speed. Mash the pedal and hope your headrest is in place. Yes, that is very true. Barry, have you drove an Aria? I have not driven yet. I had a Leaf the other day. I know y'all saw that. I mashed on it and I was actually kind of scared because he only had 55 miles to go. I didn't want to drain that damn thing to 20 just by me doing that. So a Tesla Model 3 gets, let's say, approximate 300 miles. Average cost is $20. So if you drive more than that, you may be charging up more often. Also, you have to charge it at home and have a charger put in. Yes. Have y'all heard of how much it is to get those level 3 chargers installed at your house? You have to make sure you get a certified technician, or you could just do it yourself. I don't recommend it. um, but yeah, and it's a lot of variables again. Okay, so 300 miles, it's variable. Traffic, AC usage, um, wind, speed. All that comes into play. How heavy you are on the throttle. Can we Can we call it a throttle now? Gas pedal? It's not a gas pedal no more. I hate calling it a gas pedal because you're controlling air with the gas pedal. Um, but can we call it a throttle? What do we call it now? A current pedal? I love your videos and thank you, Frank. Also, if you have to replace a battery, maybe looking at the same cost or more, Supra, or more. Ooh, because them batteries 10K, 12K, 15K. I don't even want to get into that discussion. Dropping in to say hi. Thank you. Some states and provinces also have an electric vehicle surcharge. Some charge 200 every year when you register. Yes. That is very true. We covered that a couple streams ago, and you are very, 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 very correct, Uncle Mark. Hello everyone. Peter, what's going on? Hopefully you're still in here. Have you seen those new hybrid Le Mans cars? No, damn, I forgot you brought that up last stream and I totally forgot to look them up. Actually, I'm gonna put that in my search history. So it's called what? Hybrid Le Mans. Oh, why did it give me lemons? Hybrid Le Mans. Yes. Insane launch. All right, I'll look at that in a little bit. TBSS. Oh wait. They sound like spaceships when switching from electric to combustion. Dude, a hybrid sounds weird when starting up. Here in Canada, where we can have -40 on some winter days, that big cold battery is not going to do the 300-mile range. Will they do have? Plus, once they get older. So, you know what? I messed up. So, the AC systems in these vehicles use it looks like a freaking map. Okay, when you actually look at it on a schematic, the way the thermal expansion valves are routed and AC lines and stuff like that. So y'all heard of a heat pump, right? Well, the AC is used as a heater. It's used as an AC system. So yes, in the winter when you're using the heater, you are using your compressor as well. So just depends how often you're using heater, how often you're using AC. Drive with windows down, windows up, cracked a little bit. It all depends. So as far as the battery temperature, I say if you have a garage and it's plugged in, it can keep the battery warm. And then also, of course, while driving, it's going to use that AC heat pump to also keep the battery warm. And then the battery is going to warm up naturally just by discharging. So once they get older, what will the range be? I have no idea, but I know batteries they carry a different warranty. So your warranty may last a little longer on the battery. It all depends. Time and mileage. Fluffy, what's up? What's going on, DLC? How are you doing? Could you open up a business directed to specifically charge electric vehicles and inside have like snacks and movie theater that has a movie on rotation? Maybe that's a good idea. That is a very good idea. I posted a video and tagged you in it. Okay, I'll check it out. For some reason I don't get tags. I have to go into a different tab and click on mention comments. I don't know why it does that. Everyone needs to consider the actual cost of an EV when purchased as opposed to an ICE vehicle. Most vehicle loans are 5 to 7 years. Do the math. Uh, can you elaborate on that a little bit? Everyone needs to consider the actual. I know EV vehicles could be a little more pricey for the same size. Sounds good. Sounds good. Sounds good. What you talking about, Harold? Harold Luis de la Torre. They got to put wires in the ground and charge as you drive. Y'all remember those? And that reminds me so much. Yeah, it's like the trains, right? The trains that use the electricity wire. But what you're talking about, Lewis, reminds me so much of those race cars or those race tracks that have the little brushes underneath. That'd be cool, right? But then it could be dangerous because you got electricity on the ground. Oof. Unless that would be too that'd be complicated as hell. Can you imagine the infrastructure on that? Man. Yo, Doc, what's going on, Doc? Apartment dwellers do not fit into the EV equation simply based on living conditions. That is very correct. But again, will they at apartment complexes are they going to have an EV charging station at every parking spot, or are they going to have one for every apartment building or apartment themselves? Oof. It's a go faster pedal. Accelerator pedal. There we go. We could call it that accelerator pedal. Took a lightning on trade for a QX80. If you want to have fun, stomp on the throttle on the Lightning in 4x4 on dry pavement. I imagine that thing launches. Rumor has it the Aria with the E-Force 2 motor is crazy fast. I've been in one. I have not drove one. We have a couple on the lot, and I know the one that's been on the lot cannot sell. I don't know why. I don't know. I didn't even look at the MSRP um or the dealer price. I just constantly they just drive it around the lot. You know, they shuttle it. Salesmen are just driving and shuttle to another lot, back to our lot, to our used car lot, back. I constantly see it. Juice pedal. Can we call it a juice pedal? Atoms. No. Current. No. The flow of electrons. Yeah. Um, have you seen Rich rebuild flooded Tesla from the ground up? I have not. I aside from like Vice Grip, Demo Ranch, Off the Ranch, and who's the other one that I watch? Street Speed every now and then. I really don't branch out and watch other YouTubers that are big like that. You know, I try to watch if you have a channel, I try to watch y'all stuff. Also, there's only so much time in the day. The Mercedes Benz EQS will throw you back in your seat when launching them. Had a PDI at Mercedes in my shop. Lee took me on a drive. It felt like I was in the Millennium Falcon. TBS says I saw Robert Downey Jr. does restorations but turns them to EV vehicle. Oh my god, man, why is he buying into that shit? Is it just me or no audio for everyone? Oh, looks like it's just you, bro. Try going out and coming back into the live. Can we go ride on gas flues? Lewis, what you mean? Was there a typo in there, bro? Thanks for that. Oh, thanks, that worked. Hell yeah, now you can hear. Now you can hear. Hitting it with them emojis, guys. If you're not joined up, guys, we have a giveaway. Talking about emojis. If you're not part of the memberships, we have a giveaway coming up on Friday. I will be releasing that video with instructions on how to enter. So make sure you join up. All right. The more members we have, the more chances to win something. All right. Had no audio for a second. Well, glad you got that fixed, brother. How about solar panels on the car? That would work. I mean, it could work, right? Maybe. How many kilowatts can you get? You'd have to at least, like it said, 1 kilowatt for 2 to 3 miles. You would have to be at least charging 1 kilowatt every, say, 60 miles an hour, every 60 seconds. No, every 120 seconds, because if it goes 2 miles, but you want a little bit of reserve, right? So you want to charge up your battery and use, but then at the same time, they mentioned it last time. Batteries do not like to discharge and charge at the same time. Might cause a interference. Michigan is experimenting with in-ground inductive charging system on some roads. Really, that is interesting, bro. Wireless charging pad for an EV. I wonder how it would need a big old coil pack on the bottom of that, or a coil pack, a big old coil on the bottom of that vehicle. Wireless EV charger. It's possible, right? They are using them in Japan and Sweden. Are they? Dude, I didn't know that. Park in the sun and let it charge. That would work while you're at work, right? I get what you're saying now. So while you're working all day, 8 hours of charge, 9 hours of charge. Can we go to a water car? Hydrogen? That's the only thing I can think of is hydrogen. Um, but how efficient is that going to be? Can we get the same MPGs? Can we get the same power? Um, have you seen the little underground tunnels they have in Vegas for Teslas? I have seen that. I have seen that. Only thing I'm keeping electric are my RC cars. Hell, even those are gas powered, nitro powered, little fast things. My solar panels, which are 3 foot by 4 foot, produce 200 to 400 watts. You need a ton of solar panels to charge and drive. That is very true. 200 to 400 watts. That's not even enough to go 100 miles or 2 miles. 400 watts. Any kilowatts? Wait, kilo. Y'all gonna have to help me out. Kilo bigger than, right? Kilowatts is gonna be 1,000 watts. Or am I wrong? Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Trying to think and talk and do everything at the same time. 2 batteries. So you want to charge one, like a switch, right? So turn this battery on. Okay, turn this battery on. Use that for the motor. While the other battery's off, that one's getting charged up. Then flip them. Now this one's getting charged up, and this one's getting used to drive. I get what you're saying. Kilo is 100. So back to this question, or back to this. Let me see, a 3 foot by 4 foot, which could fit on a roof, on the roof of a car. One panel, 200 to 400 watts. Is that per hour though? No, they killed the guy who made the car that ruined on water. Oh, that run on water. Where's the car? Oh, that's interesting. They seem to just kill off anybody who has a brilliant idea, right? Unless it's making. I'm not gonna get into that. Jose Gary, Gary. I would never own a Tesla even if it was free. What's the reason behind that though? Do you have a reason? Is it the styling of the vehicle? Is it because it's EV? Is it because what's the factor, and what would change your mind? Yes, that's crazy. That was crazy. Kilo is 1,000 watts. I figured so, right? Kilo, mega. I said mega. Wow, I am on something right now. Under optimal conditions, 400 watts per hour. So it wouldn't even, that wouldn't work, right? Because that's not even, so 1 kilowatt to go 2 to 3 miles, 400 watts in 1 hour would only get you 1 mile, maybe. Right? Am I doing my mathematicals correctly? Car was destroyed. Just like some documents from Nikola Tesla, huh? I've heard back in the day, big motor companies would purchase startup EV vehicles and destroy them before they could make money on them. Hmm. Now, motor companies, you mean like engine or actual motor? Big oil companies wouldn't allow it. That's what I'm saying. Y'all really think? Okay, I said that before. Y'all really think the oil industry is gonna let EV vehicles take over? The oil companies run the world. Everything has to do with oil. Everything. Your clothes, your shoes, plastic bottles, everything we have is oil, is made from oil, right? Rubbers, plastics, never will. They won't. And what's crazy is oil industry kind of created a monopoly, which is not supposed to be allowed. I would use a Tesla Roadster motor battery to swap into a R32, call it the Mecha Godzilla. Why an R32 though? Why an R32? The car drove from LA to Milan on 22 gallons of water. Where's Milan? I do not know where that's at. Sign me up for a free electric vehicle. No, I'd like to drive one for free. I'd like to drive one just to drive one just for the experience. But as far as owning one, I'm not there yet. Why did they do that? Uh, why they did that? Because they don't want, again, oil companies. Only reason why Tesla is going on is because they use diesel generators to charge the. Oh yeah, that was going to be another point, right? Yeah, they at these charging stations they're using generators, diesel generators in the back to charge vehicles. Still using fuel. And then of course that's not including the pollution EV vehicles bring as far as getting them produced, the batteries. I know they're trying to do like heavy equipment, EV heavy equipment, but on those sites, they're using like the work sites, they're using big old diesel generators to charge up these big old earth movers. Like everything's gonna stem from fuel still. Oh shit, I didn't even read that one. No, you need a buttload of panels. I have 5 panels on 6 group 31 deep cycle marine batteries. 31 deep cycle. Dude, that is crazy. Good evening, Fluffy from East Coast. What's going on, Gran Turismo fan? Uh, the oil company. Why? Me personally, I want the oil company to stay around because I'm not trying to get rid of my gasoline engines. I put out a short. Yesterday talking about, now this is coming from a technician standpoint, how much money technicians are going to lose by not being able to perform maintenance, by not being able to perform uh repairs. We have repairs that we do, timing chains, water pump, well, electric water pumps are a thing now, but timing chains, head gaskets, we got transmission services. Yeah, EV vehicles have a reduction gear. How often are you going to change the fluid in that? How often are you going to change the radiator fluid? How often are you going to change brake fluid? We change brake fluid not only for moisture, but because it gets burnt up and heat soaked and stuff like that. It goes through heat cycles. An EV vehicle, hybrid vehicle, does not utilize the brakes, the hydraulic brakes, as much as people think. They use regenerative braking, which uses the motor, sends the current in a reverse direction to slow the EV motor, the traction motor, to slow the vehicle down. And it gives a feedback of an actual brake pedal. So, brake pads, we're not going to be doing brakes as much. We're not going to be doing timing chains, drive belts. But this is from a technician standpoint. Okay, it's gonna starve technicians. People were talking about suspension work. Yeah, suspension work is still gonna be there. Um, they're talking about cleaning off electrical connectors. Who in their right mind is gonna want somebody to constantly go in and take connectors off and clean them and put them back on? Y'all know connectors can only go through so much. They can only be disconnected and connected so many times. They're plastic. Plastic doesn't have a good uh how do you call it? You can only mess with plastic so much before things start breaking. I wouldn't want somebody to sit there and disconnect my stuff every 5,000 miles or 10,000 miles. Hell, by 50,000 miles, you're going to be replacing all the connectors on that high voltage system. Uh, Miami. Oh, Miami. Oh, it's 3,000 miles. Damn, on 22 gallons of water? Dang. Well, because you have Godzilla and the robot Godzilla, so only fitting to have the R32 be swapped to EV. Also, I have a regular R32 GTR. Oh, you'll have a regular R32 GTR, but stroke it to 3.6 L inline six. Gotcha. What up, gentlemen? You too, Fluffy. What's going on, Colonel? How are you doing, brother? Brother, it's been a little bit since I've seen you up in here. Glad to see you here, though. The water car does not pollute. It does not. It does not. Probably puts out hydrogen, which we need in the air. Teach us. Thank you, Jardy. Appreciate you. Uh, Honestly, I want to try a Tesla motor in an RZR. Hey, that might be fun, but it might be a little scary at the same time. Electric is faster. It is. It is. That's all out. Yes, that's true. It is faster. But for how long? How far can you pedal to the metal? How far do you think an EV vehicle can get? Is it going to be about the same as a gasoline engine? Tesla pollutes more than gas cars. People think they are saving the planet by driving that junk. They're polluting it just by simply taking the battery out and just putting it out. Look at the gases it when a thermal event happens. Look at the gases that are released into the atmosphere. Have head gaskets on a customer car is paying for. Head gaskets on a car. Customer is paying for, not warranty. Do I do a lot? I don't do a lot. Extended warranty usually covers those. Um, because ours like to leak externally. I can't really talk about that too much, but if I see it, I'm gonna recommend it. It's hard to recommend a job like that to a customer when it could possibly be okay for the life of the vehicle. You know, do I do a lot? I don't do a lot. I do maybe 2 or 3 head gaskets a year on the low end, maybe 5 to 6 on a good year. There's a guy who built a car that went 200 miles. There was a guy who built a car that went 200 miles on 1 gallon. Does that say 1 gallon? Sent you a photo on email. Let's see. Oh shit. Oh, oh, that's a nice car. That's a nice car, Super. Where's the car? They killed that guy too. I believe it. Atomic car. Hmm. If there's one thing I know about if there's one thing I know about RC cars is that those batteries are complicated and a pain to keep maintained. RC cars, yes, balance charging and stuff like that. But the thing about this, we have computers. We have sophisticated computers inside the EV vehicles that allow for balance charging and stuff like that. Charging up all the cells, checking the batteries constantly, checking the cells constantly, checking the modules constantly. There was a commercial I saw that had a hybrid car that runs on electric when going for your short commutes and your typical gas for longer distance driving, which I think is smart to implement in cars. So hybrids normally do that. They'll run, some hybrids, just depending on the vehicle, it'll go 20 miles an hour, and then anything above that, it'll turn on the internal combustion engine. Some at 40. There may be others that are a little higher. The parallel systems, they use both engine and motor. So please look up these cars. I'll look them up after stream. Two Valen, it ran on the flues. So which ones did you want me to look up? The French Le Mans team the other year ran hydrogen. The crew chief drank the water straight from the tailpipe to show how safe it was. Really? I didn't even know the Le Mans still goes on. VW had a car in Germany that did 100 mile per gallon, probably 15 years ago. What happened to that car? That's why they have computer. Yes, that is definitely why they have the computers to monitor all the, like I said, monitor the cells in the battery, all the little modules that are in there, monitors temperatures of each cell. Dude, these computers, they're putting in work. They're putting in a lot of work. So don't let's not think that these vehicles are not well thought through. There's a lot of R&D put into these vehicles. There's a lot of research put into these vehicles. Now, the reason I harp on it so much is because of the grid system, because we're not ready for it, because they're trying to make it sound so much better than gasoline when it in all reality it's not. Cheaper to charge at home? Sure, maybe. Are you not going to be using electricity at your house at all throughout the day? At night, AC systems, heaters, maybe if you're only using your house just to charge the EV vehicle, then maybe, but I don't see it that happening. Sent you a link for the Waterfield vehicle. Let's see. Oh, that's a lot to read. Let's see. I'm gonna share this one. Oh shit! First off, hold up. Hi, Dad. How are you? Are this going? Thank you, Pops, for the $50 donation. Jeez, Pops, dang. Thank you very much. Hey, appreciate it, Dad. How are you doing? How's work? Hopefully, I don't know how much you've listened, but I hope you're not planning on getting one of these EV vehicles. Take it from me, Pop. Don't do it. Let me see. The fish carburetor, the design disappeared. Look into it. 100 mile per gallon on, and poof, gone. Just like everything else. Everything else that was brilliant. So share screen. Stanley Meyer. All right. Get rid of the. Let's see. All right. With CO2 emissions at an all-time high, CO2. Don't we need that in the environment, in the air for plants to consume, to give us oxygen? Okay, whatever. And with many of these emissions coming from gas consuming vehicles, it is apparent that changes need to be made in the automotive industry to reduce these emissions and keep global temperatures change at a minimum. Which I don't know if y'all are aware, and I don't know how true it is, but I also read an article way back when that humans, including vehicles, pollute a small percentage of what the actual Earth, or how do I say it? We as humans destroy the planet a small percentage compared to what the planet does to itself. The planet is self-destructing. So I don't know how true that is, but I'm sticking with it. There has been a recent surge in the use and development of EV of electrical vehicles, which make use of rechargeable batteries fueled by, well, electricity. Some may wonder, however, why aren't these vehicles that make use of one of the most abundant resources on the planet, water? Back in 1975, Stanley Meyer attempted to bring this idea to fruition with a car powered by his patent water fuel cell. Water fuel cell was designed to take in minimal amounts of water, have an electric current run through the liquid, which then divided molecules into the respective. So it's still hydrogen, but how fast can this hydrogen? Is it a small engine? Do y'all know the size of the engine? Respective elements H and O, hydrogen atoms would be burned, followed by a release of clean emissions, meaning ones that would not cause harm to the environment or the atmosphere. The fuel cell was also claimed to be able to recombine the hydrogen and oxygen atoms back into water molecules, which would then be recycled to continue. What the hell? Huh. This aspect of the cell, however, is mathematically and scientifically impossible. Schematic of the water fuel cell. Parading a vehicle outfitted with his water fuel cell around the country. Meyer caught the eye of the public and investors with his revolutionary technology. Not long after obtaining his investment, in 1996 was taken to court in Ohio for fraud on an account that the fuel cell was using the already developed technology of electrolysis fuel cell. So I'm assuming an ultimate death. Met with an ultimately demise while in a business meeting with his brother and two potential foreign investors. Stanley began to violently vomit as his brother claimed Stanley's final words was he was poisoned. Coroner's report stated that Myers had died too. Of course. So here we have the fuel cell right here. Fuel cell water capacitor, water. Huh. Very interesting. Very, very interesting, guys. Tesla had a car that ran on the LR. I don't mind electric cars. I just don't think they are better suited for long distance driving, considering the battery cells can wear out quicker over time if you travel a lot. That's true, also. I've heard of those first gen Honda Insights get 60 miles to the gallon. Whew, you're welcome. Thank you, Pop. Very much appreciated. That $50 donation gonna go a long way. I've heard those for. Oh, I already read that, right? Yeah. Where are these cars? That's why the water car is the best. How much power? Y'all know, because we're chasing power. If a vehicle gets 40, 50, 60 miles to the gallon solely off of a fuel, it's normally not the most powerful. And people want power, they want speed. That might be a reasoning why, I don't know. Y'all know where I'm going. HHO generator looked at water for gas. How about methane? Methane. I don't know. How about a methane powered vehicle? You gonna drive around with a cow? I mean, it's combustible, right? Anything that combusts, nobody knows. Where's the cars? Your O2 sensor would tell your injectors to pulse less due to excessive hydrocarbons in the exhaust because of the addition of hydrogen as fuel. So you think it'll be? So you think we'll need less hydrogen to combust? Yes. What's up? Hit and run with that light. EVs are horrible, except hybrids, waste of tech and money. Screw this admin and their pocketbook, stock market, Chinese funding crap, only to benefit the selected. Oh. Thank you, John. Where's that car? Please look them up. It's hard for me to do any type of research while I'm on here, so What car? What car are you looking at? Which one? The water car. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. The images. Of course, I'd bring up. It brings up boats. Water fueled. We'll look up water fueled car. Got to build the DeLorean from Back to the Future to make it run on trash. H2O. All right, hold on. A lot of reading. Holy shoot, man. Are you wanting me to look up the actual car? Of course, I'm coming up with a lot of newer vehicles. No, the hydrogen would supplement the gasoline. Oh, okay. You're talking about okay. You're talking about the uh damn. I had a buddy that did that to one of his trucks. God, I forgot the name. I forgot what they called it. No, look them all of no, look them all up, please. I'm trying, bro. I'm trying, but I don't have any real information on this, so I don't know exactly what I'm looking for. Stanley powered. Oh, that's that same one. The truth. There's a video on it. There's a YouTube video. The truth about Stanley Meyer and his water powered car. So this it looked like a cool little car. Hold on, let me show this. It looked like a pretty cool little car. Like a sand car, sand boogie, sand car. There it is right there. Rear engine. Okay. Can we get a good picture at least? Yeah, holy cow. Cool. Let's see, car is said to be in Canada. Is it really? Or are they yanking our leg? When are we gonna do the giveaway? Which one are you talking about, Pop? Let's talk about that after the stream. But I do know I do have a giveaway coming up at 60K. Just so y'all know, giveaway coming up at 60K. That's gonna be a all subscriber giveaway. And then we got the member giveaway, as I talked about earlier. All three. I forgot which ones we were talking about. We talked about. I remember the water one. I don't remember what other ones we were talking about. Is there enough lithium and cobalt on the earth to sustain EVs? Lithium mines look like a meteor impact site. Sometimes 10 and cobalt. Oh, times 10. And cobalt mines use child slave labor. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it's just like with fossil fuels. They say that we're running out of oil. Is that true? I mean, it's said that oil doesn't even come from fossils. Huh. All of them. Get the smarts. I I don't look into this, guys. Lewis, I don't look into this very much. Because I'm so stuck in work and then doing, the streaming and YouTube stuff. So I don't have a lot of research on this. I don't research a lot of stuff. Looks like a Manix body on a VW Beetle chassis. What up, ball? Oh, he's talking about the cornhole set. What else? What up, Quick Wrench? How you doing, bro? Sent the link from the articles that claim the car was in Canada. Mystery death of Stanley. Oh my god, what the hell is this? With all the ingredients in. Did Stanley Meyer die because he knew how to turn water into fuel? Of course he did. Yeah, that's a lot to read through. That's a lot to read through, guys. And I do not have a lot of time. We're already at the 1 hour mark. So I'm gonna have to start getting ready to shut this stream down. For the Cornhole, the max set. Pop, you tell me. You want to include that in the 60K giveaway? I mean, we can do that. We can do that for sure. Oh shit. Sorry, but they are my interest. Nah, it's full. It's cool. I just don't have a lot of information on it, so it's hard for me to give that information out when I don't know about it. You know what I mean? All right, guys, it's getting past my bedtime. Lots of cars lined up for tomorrow. I'll catch you on the other side. All right, Doc. If you want to come through on Friday, we're gonna be streaming Friday as well. It's okay. Pause. No need to do giveaway. I'll come pick it up. This guy. Please look them up. I'm getting close to shutting this down, Lewis. But definitely, I don't know what our topic is gonna be on Friday, but we're gonna have more people on here on Friday, and we're gonna have people in the panel, so they may know some stuff about it that I don't know. So definitely, we can touch back on this topic. What car is that? That's supposed to be a water fuel car, a fuel water car, an H2O car. Hey, Quick Wrench. Yes. Okay, we could do that, Pop. We could do that definitely. Hey, Shop Cat. I don't know if I told you this before, Fluffy, but my father ultimately decided to sell his 2012 Dodge truck because potential common problems with the Hemi engines that involves the cam. So you're talking about the whole ticking issue? Damn. How did he buy that truck new? Uh I am Leisure. Hey, Fluffy. What's going on, Shop Cat? How are you doing? Shop Cat, how you liking that scanner? How are you liking that scanner? Guys, I don't know if y'all saw, but that little King Bullet that I have, the little one, it freaking scans motorcycles. I scanned a motorcycle with it and it worked. Gave me PIDs, gave me codes. I was able to clear DTCs. What in the world? That was crazy. LOL. Super sticker. Appreciate the $, Brad Chad VR. Appreciate it, Brad. Thank you very much. Lewis, I don't have a lot of time. I gotta get ready for bed. I gotta edit the video for the member live giveaway. So remember, guys, if you're not a member, join up. If you're trying to win something, okay, we're gonna have a couple things. Okay. I use that scanner pretty much daily to kill the 420. Hey, for personal use, I mean it works. It works, personal use. How do you think it would be? How do you think it would be to be a Bugatti technician? Tedious, annoying. Those customers are not going to be fun. They're going to be the same consistent customers that rich people do not like to spend money. If there's a problem with the vehicle, they're probably going to get rid of it. Okay. I've noticed that about people with money. They're not into fixing stuff and wasting money. They rather just get rid of it, trade it in, and get something else. Yeah, he bought it new since 2012. The engine was misfiring really bad after it got back from the shop from the first time. Then he had to take it a second time after that. Oh yeah, I do remember that truck. But leaving off of that, guys, hopefully y'all learned something about these damn EV vehicles, pricing for fuel versus electricity, and what that's going to do to the price of electricity at your house, your electric bill, with how they charge depending on how many kilowatts you're using. It gets a little crazy, and I don't know. Maybe it's gonna persuade you. We should do a petition, right? I don't know. Um, so yeah, thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for coming through. Make sure to watch my short. I will as soon as I get off of here, Super. Or email me the link so that I get a reminder. Make sure to watch my short. Yes. Now there's a car in my neighborhood that you crank. What you mean? What you mean? All right, guys, I gotta get going. Good night, Dad. Good night, pops. See, but anyway, see you on Friday Flip. Yes, definitely. Y'all have a good night. Have a good rest of the week, and we will see y'all on Friday. Good night.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still